Welcome to finding the midpoint of a line. Oops, that was supposed to be a highlighter or a laser pointer. Anyhow, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to look at a formula. Once again, this is also from Year 9 of finding the midpoint and the equation or the formula to find a midpoint. Let's say we've got a line or a segment of a line. We'll generally call it a segment because it has two ends. It doesn't go on forever. So it's a segment. We're trying to find the midpoint. So we're trying to find this point here. Something's just occurred to me that I need to do as well. We'll get to that in a minute. So they may give us a line on a Cartesian plane with coordinates, or they may just write coordinates and tell us find the midpoint of a segment and joining those 2 points. So what we do, we substitute our x values into here, our y values into here, and because we're finding halfway, we divide both those by 2. So in this case, we're going to have m equals x1, which is 1, plus x2, which is 4, over 2, comma, and both y coordinates, 7 and 1, 7 plus 1 over 2. Brackets, because they asked its coordinates. And we're going to have 5 over 2, 7 plus 1 is 8 over 2. So we end up now with 5 over 2 and 4. That's our midpoint, 5 over 2 and 4. Okay. They will ask you to do that. The second thing they'll ask you to do is they will tell you that there is a point, say 3 and 5, and they will tell you that you have a midpoint. So this is A. Then you have a midpoint of, 7 and 9. And they want you to find point B. They want you to find the other point. So let's just draw that, get an idea of what's going on. We're at 3 and 5, 3 and 5. Then we're at 7 and 9, so it's something like that. That's the midpoint. They want us to find A. We've got A here, M, B. That's what they want us to find. So for that, what we do is we substitute this into that along with an x coordinate, and this into that along with a y coordinate. I'm sorry, that y coordinate there. Okay, so therefore, so let's do that. So now we've got 7 equals x1, which is 3, plus x2 over 2. This is why we learn how to solve these types of equations. 2 times 7 is 14, equals 3 plus x2. So 3 plus some number has got to be 14. So x2 equals 11. Okay, same goes with the other one. We'll have 9 equals the y components, the y coordinates. So we've got 5 plus y2 over 2. 2 times 9 is 18, equals 5 plus y2. So 5 plus some number's got to be 18. That number has got to be 13. So coordinates for B are 11 and 13. So that's what we can do. What we can also do, we can look for a bit of a pattern. We can say that to go from 3 to 7, we've gone up 4. To go from 5 to 9, we've gone up 4. So it makes sense that to go from 7 to 11, we go up 4. 9 to 13 also goes up by 4. So that may be another way we can go about it as well. But that's anything to do with a midpoint. So your formula, the 2 x coordinates, the 2 y coordinates, divide them both to give you coordinates in the form of x and y. You may also be given a point, an endpoint, a midpoint, and asked to find the other endpoint. In which case, you go through, you find one midpoint, let it equal this, the other midpoint. So the x coordinate equal the 2 bits with the x, the y coordinate equal the 2 bits with the y, and substitute each coordinate that you've got into that, and then from there solve for the missing y and x coordinate.